Now that you've played ST Math, were you at first thinking, I wish I'd chosen broccoli? I know the first time I played, I was expecting some flashy game where I'd shoot some asteroids or aliens, but instead, I got this googly-eyed penguin walking across the screen. So why does ST Math look so different than other math software? Mind Research Institute, a nonprofit organization partnered with UC Irvine, was co-founded by Dr. Matthew Peterson, neuroscientist. Dr. Peterson created ST Math. He also has dyslexia and didn't learn to read until he was in 5th grade. He struggled in school where ideas are conveyed through words. Think about the typical classroom. A teacher walks up to the board, writes words, says words, students receive books with words, and are expected to respond to questions with words. The vast majority of teaching is done with words. But now consider who we're trying to teach. Focusing on California, where Mind Research is based, 25% of students are English language learners. Another 15% have language-based learning difficulties like dyslexia. An additional 20% fail language comprehension tests, and a large portion of the remaining students characterize themselves as visual learners. Left over, there's this tiny segment of students for whom current teaching methods are a good fit. Dr. Peterson designed ST Math to help students learn without words by having them play games that offer rich, immediate, and informative feedback. Sequences of these games are organized into learning paths where students start by seeing visual representations of math problems, and as they make progress, the symbols are gradually introduced until by the end of the learning path, students are solving the same type of math problems they'll encounter in textbooks and standardized tests. This is not just practice software like the shoot-'em-up asteroid games where one tries to memorize what 3 times 5 is, but instructional software where students actually learn what 3 times 5 means. And whether students are working with visual representations of multiplying whole numbers, modeling fractions on a number line, or even solving interactive linear equations, they're continually engaged in critical thinking, rigorous problem solving, and developing their own intuitive conceptual grasp of math through games.